This IBR Proposal Slideshow is about the effects of a multimedia mobile application on phonemic awareness skills of struggling readers. An after-school tutoring program, Linking Language to Learning, or LINKS, is offered at Salem Elementary School in Sackville, New Brunswick. The program consists of key components of a balanced literacy program, including guided reading, writing, phonics, phonemic awareness, comprehension, and fluency. This IBR investigates altering and enhancing the phonemic awareness component to include the multimedia mobile application, Skyfish Phonics. This IBR will explore the following research questions. How does the inclusion of a multimedia app into an existing literacy tutoring program impact phonemic awareness skills of struggling readers? 2. Will providing remedial oral activities immediately prior and following use of the app further increase phonemic awareness skills? And 3. Will the addition of a multimedia app improve the reading achievement of struggling readers? The following themes will be explored in the literature review: phonemic awareness, multimodal approaches for learning and literacy development, computer and multimedia approaches for learning and literacy development, and the problem and proposed solution. Phonemic awareness has been shown to be the best predictor of early reading skill development. Phonemic awareness is required in order for children to develop the alphabetic principle, phonics, and the understanding that letters represent sounds in words. A strong causal relationship between phonemic awareness and reading has been well researched. Several researchers have shown that young children can be trained in phonemic awareness. Research has documented the sequential nature of phonemic awareness development with the progression of skills, beginning with large segments, such as syllables and rhymes, to smaller segments, or phonemes of language. Frequent multisensory experiences improve learning conditions for the brain and increase engagement, promote deeper understanding, and advance the prospect that learning can be fun. Pierretti et al.'s study on 2 preschoolers offered support to the idea that multimodal instruction can improve early literacy, articulation, phonological awareness, and phonics skills. Chong, Ri, Takuchi, and Erickson found that the use of e-books over printed books increases both engagement and motivation. However, animations and extraneous content can distract students from learning. Muse, Ranallucci, Trevors, and Duffy compared the effects of immediate feedback to no feedback on the attitudes, engagement, and literacy achievement of students. They found all students in their study had positive attitudes toward using technology for learning. Northrop and Killeen suggest that although technology can be used to achieve curriculum outcomes, teachers must recognize that technology does not necessarily increase achievement. Cassidy and Smith found that an integrated learning system that extended classroom instruction for phonemic awareness had a significant impact on student learning. Hecht and Close's findings indicate that computer-assisted instruction is cost-effective and can provide substantial improvement in phonemic awareness among at-risk students. Results of a study on the effects of an explicit software program had positive effects on students with developmental delays. And finally, Chambers, Slavin, Madden, Abrami, Chung, and Gifford reported that multimedia and technology instruction improved at-risk first-grade students' reading achievement and helped solidify the theory that information is retained better when employing visual and auditory channels than either type alone. Very little research exists that expounds the benefits of mobile technology and applications to improve phonemic awareness skills. So we're on to the problem. 20 to 30% of students will have difficulty learning to read, and with intensive intervention, most can be brought to grade level. The LINKS after-school tutoring program is one such intervention that can be offered. LINKS, developed by the Learning Disabilities Association of Nova Scotia, was designed for at-risk readers and utilizes university student volunteers. Program components include guided reading, writing, phonics, phonemic awareness, comprehension, and fluency. Phonemic awareness activities in the program are limited to segmentation and blending skills. The problem with this section of the lesson is that phonemic awareness extends beyond these 2 skills to include the isolation, blending, segmentation, substitution, and deletion skills. In addition, tasks should be presented in sequential order from easiest to most difficult for maximum results. Hence, a gap exists in the current phonemic awareness portion of the LINKS lesson plan. One such solution is to introduce a multimedia app to supplement the phonemic awareness activities offered in the LINKS tutoring program. Skyfish Phonics provides an engaging adventure where students navigate a costume fish through a maze of obstacles while completing phonemic awareness tasks. Multimedia features of the app that support learning include visual and auditory cues and feedback. Phonemic awareness activities are presented sequentially and adapt to student responses. Multimedia learning can improve conditions for cognitive load, specifically working memory capacity. Skyfish Phonics offers graphics and audio that are age-appropriate and attractive. Instructions are provided through narration and visual cues. Students have an unlimited amount of time to process and answer questions. Corrective feedback is provided. Curriculum components include letter and sound correspondence or isolation, reading CVC patterned words where segmentation and blending skills are practiced, and sound substitution where the student is looking at initial and then final consonants. Mental operations, such as executive function, can be developed through impulse control, attention, and planning. Frustration may develop as students become stuck on a level or are required to repeat a level. As such, tutor coaching through the frustration or explaining missed tasks may be beneficial. No existing research on the Skyfish Phonics app has been found in peer-reviewed journals. The Skyfish Phonics app has the potential to provide robust and engaging activities to fill the existing gap in the LINKS tutoring program. Methodology consists of participants, materials, research design, instrumentation, and procedure. Each semester, 25 to 30 grade 1 to 4 students are selected to participate in the LINKS program by their classroom teacher with approval from their resource teacher. Students must either be identified with a learning disability or be struggling with learning to read or write, but have average or above average intellectual capabilities. The school is located in a small university town and draws from a mostly rural population. As a result, there's a diverse population from children living in poverty to highly educated parents. Sampling methods will be similar to those utilized by Thajikan and Suka Romana and Hatcher, Hume, and Snowling. Stratified sampling will be used to choose students for the tutoring program, then purposive sampling will be used to divide students equally by grade level and gender, and finally random sampling to determine which groups will be the control and experimental groups. Parental permission will be obtained through informed consent. Informed consent will also be obtained from the tutors. Materials will consist of a class set of iPads and the Skyfish Phonics app, typical tutoring materials from the LINKS program and LINKS lesson plans, pre- and post-LINKS tests, the Wechsler Individual Achievement Test 3, and running record materials, as well as the pre-test on the Peabody Picture vocabulary to determine suitability for LINKS. Quantitative design methods will follow an action research process. The study will examine the effects of an intervention, which is the multimedia app. Although tutors are pre-trained, much of their knowledge is obtained through an action research type of process and on-the-job feedback provided by the resource teacher. A factorial design with the following variables will be utilized. The independent variables are a Skyfish Phonics with and without remedial work, so there's 2 treatment conditions, and the dependent variables, phonemic awareness skills and reading achievement. Instrumentation will include pre- and post-standardized tests, which will be administered by the resource teacher, pre- and post-phonemic awareness skills to be determined through the Wyatt 3 early reading skills subtest. The Peabody Picture vocabulary test will be used to determine candidates suitable for the program, as students must be of at least average intelligence, and the Peabody Picture vocabulary results are highly correlated to intelligence. LINKS pre- and post assessments will be administered by tutors, and running records pre- and post will be administered by the classroom teacher. The control group will be exposed to LINKS as it is regularly delivered, and will include guided reading, models, guided and independent writing, phonics, phonemic awareness, and fluency activities. 2 experimental groups will be exposed to links as it is regularly delivered, as described above, but the phonemic awareness activities will be altered as follows. Group A will be exposed to Skyfish Phonics with tutor coaching in place of the phonemic awareness component. Group B will be exposed to Skyfish Phonics with tutor coaching and remedial instruction on difficult skills outside of the game. Treatment conditions will be applied over a 10-week period, 2 one-hour sessions per week. Prior to conditions, tutors will be trained in the standard links training methods. This includes 2 hours of instruction with background in theory and direct teaching, modeling, and practice of the tutoring activities. Students will be selected for the program, and treatment groups will be determined following the sampling procedures that were described earlier. Pre- and post-testing of reading levels, phonemic awareness skills, and the links pre-assessment will be conducted. Then the control group will administer the links lesson plans as it currently exists. Treatment Group A will administer the same lesson plan, but will use Skyfish Phonics app in place of the segmentation and blending activities. Students will be encouraged or coached by the tutors to use the visual and auditory cues provided in the program. Treatment Group B will administer the lesson plan, but will use Skyfish Phonics in place of segmentation and blending, and will be encouraged and coached as above. And difficult skills will be modeled, and the student will complete 3 remedial trial activities before using the app and 3 after the app. Quantitative data analysis will be used. There will be a comparison of pre- and post scores on the Wyatt 3 early reading skills subtest, running record scores, and pre- and post scores on the links assessments. Statistical analysis using descriptive statistics, mean and standard deviations, and t-tests will also be employed. Statistical procedures such as the complex samples analysis to control for gender, maternal education, and pre-interventions will be used. An assessment of prior knowledge and skills will be conducted through the PPV test, which will also determine the candidates for the program and thus the study. A pre-test on the Wyatt 3 early reading skills subtest will determine prior knowledge of phonemic awareness and reading ability. Running records will be used to determine pre-intervention reading levels, and pre-tests will occur on the link skills. These are sight words, vowel sounds, nonsense words, spelling, and writing. Some potential results of the study. The study will likely find greater improvement in phonemic awareness with the incorporation of the Multimedia app. Students will likely demonstrate greater improvement in phonemic awareness with combination of Skyfish Phonics app with remedial work by the tutor. It is expected to find greater improvement in reading scores for students who experience the Skyfish Phonics app with remedial work. Different effects may be evident depending on the student's grade level and pre-intervention skill levels. It is anticipated that the study will confirm the hypothesis that a multimedia app can enhance the phonemic awareness skills of students in the LINKS tutoring program. As well, it is likely that the study will confirm the hypothesis that a multimedia app in combination with direct remedial support has the greatest impact on phonemic awareness skills. It is also anticipated that the study will confirm the hypothesis that a multimedia app will improve reading abilities. Some contributing factors may include the entry phonemic awareness and reading skill level of the student participants, the student's ability to attend to tasks and their frustration level, the grade level of participants and their response to the app, and the match of student to tutor, assuming that all tutors come with the same ability to tutor, but no doubt some tutors are stronger than others. Strong tutors may incorporate phonemic awareness activities into the reading, writing, and fluency sections of the program, whereas weaker tutors may not. In addition, tutor and student prior experiences with tablets could be a contributing factor. Student engagement and motivation in the tutoring program, which may be influenced by the inclusion of a multimedia app. Students in the lower grades may be exposed to a greater number of phonemic awareness activities in their classrooms, which may impact their rate of progress. And finally, social economic status of the student participants may be a contributing factor. Some limitations include the small sample size. This is an existing tutoring program, and as a result, effects may not be generalized. We may not be able to generalize to other populations or to other struggling readers, since all participants in the program are screened to fit the following criteria: average intelligence and struggling with learning to read or write. The groups may not be truly homogeneous due to the varying socioeconomic backgrounds and grade levels of students in the program, and potentially the number of snow days and therefore canceled tutor sessions may impact results of affected students. As a result of the study, the LINKS program may consider permanently adding this multimedia app to the program components. LINKS tutors may become more knowledgeable about phonemic awareness and the kinds of activities that can be used to improve these skills, thus strengthening this component of the LINKS program. This study may also provide a contribution to the existing literature on multimedia learning. It may extend research on computer program effects on early literacy and phonemic awareness skills to include multimedia apps, contribute to emerging research on the effects of a multimedia app on the development of phonemic awareness skills. Some recommendations may include replication of the study to determine if the results remain the same with future LINKS students. It may be beneficial to extend the study to the classroom environment in kindergarten and grade 1 to determine if the app can improve phonemic awareness skills of all early years readers. A qualitative component may be added to investigate if student motivation and engagement in the tutoring program increases as a result of the addition of a multimedia app. It may be beneficial to investigate other multimedia apps that may be able to support other areas of the LINKS program, such as fluency and sight words.